So how would you like to be able to advertise for free on Facebook and Instagram that doesn't involve doing organic posts? Well, you can with Instagram and Facebook shops. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an Instagram and Facebook shop with Maro Post and how to do it the right way. And stick around to the end. I'm going to show you an extra tweak that you can make to your Maro Post export to ensure that your products in your Facebook shop and Instagram shop are always up to date. So let's get into it. So first things first, what is a Facebook and Instagram shop? So here's an example for Built Insider. You visit their Facebook page and you can see they've got their shop in the featured section. You click on View Shop and you can see collections at the top there, which can also be configured in the Facebook backend, and you can see products from the shop as well. And when you select one of those products, it takes you to more details, and then you can go even further and view that product on the website. So that's how it looks on Facebook, and on Instagram, it's something fairly similar. I'll just show you how that looks on my phone. When you visit the Instagram profile page, there's a link there to View Shop. You select View Shop, and then it shows you some collections, featured products, and other products, and it works pretty much the same way as the Facebook shop does. And you can view on the website from any of the products that are in the shop. So that's what the shops actually look like. Now I'm going to show you how to get started with setting up your own shop. And to get started with that, we've got to go into the backend in Maro Post and set up the Facebook catalog. So if you don't already have the add-on installed, then you just go to add-ons. Once you click on add-ons, press Control F and then search for Facebook. And eventually you'll find the Facebook catalog. And then you can click the install button. I've already installed it, so I don't need to do that. Once you've installed it, it will set you up with a new export task. So let's go to All Settings and Tools, and we go to Import and Export, and it's in the Data Export Templates. The name contains FAC for Facebook. This is the current version that we're working with here. And for those of you familiar with export tasks in Neto, it's all the same. What's been created is an inventory export. File location will be on the local server. That's the URL. Set up your export schedule. I'd suggest that you do this once a day. All of the defaults are fine in the file header and the body, but I'm going to come back at the end of this video and show you how you can customize this to make it work even better than it already does. So once you've got your export confirmed and you've got it active, then you click on Generate a Data File, and that will start an export process. Now, if you've got it set at the default export priority, it might take a while. You can speed that up by clicking on Export Process and then click on Run Now. And then you can see that it goes to running, and you can see when it's actually completed once the status changes to finish. So that's set to finish now. And we just want to make sure that the file is actually available. So to do that, I'm going to grab the URL, paste it into my browser, and then it tries to open it. So I know that that file is now active and available. So that's the export process that needs to be set up in Neto. We've run the export process. We've created the initial export file. Now we've got to get that data into Facebook. And for that, we're going to get into the Facebook Business Manager and then into the Commerce Manager. So this is a test Commerce Manager, which doesn't have any catalog or commerce account data. To get into this, and once you're inside the Business Manager, click on the hamburger icon and then go to Commerce Manager. Now, the first thing you need to do is add a catalog, because every shop needs to have a catalog that feeds the details of what's in the shop. So we click on Add Catalog, and this is for e-commerce. We're going to upload product info because Maro Post doesn't have a direct integration. The catalog owner and the catalog name, you might want to call this something like Neto_products. We click on Create. Now we're going to view the catalog. And now we need to add some items. And we're going to do that with a data feed. And we don't need a feed template. So we're going to say, yes, we are ready. And we're going to use a URL, and we're going to use the URL that's in our export task in Maro Post. We paste that in here. Don't need a username and a password. Click on Next. Now, I suggest updating this daily, and make it update a couple of hours after you've got your task in the Maro Post backend configured. So I think we set up ours for just after midnight. So let's make it say 4 a.m. Then go Next. So you can change the data feed name and the schedule and the default currency. It doesn't matter if it's US dollars. You can change it to AUD if you want to. It doesn't make any difference to how it's displayed. And click on Upload. So we can see that's now starting to upload the feed. Once the data's finished uploading, you'll get a little message like this. If you see items are still uploading, you can refresh the page, and sometimes that will then show you your items. Now, the items will be grouped if there's parent-child relationships in your catalog. So let's just have a look at a couple. So it pulls in the description, the name, the price, the link to the website, the image, all that good stuff. And that's that. That's how you set up your new catalog. And to get back to the top level of your Commerce Manager, just click the hamburger icon, click on Commerce Manager. And now we should see that we've got a catalog, but we don't actually have any shops as yet. We don't have any commerce accounts. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. I find it's just easier to click on Add Account and go Next. And then by default, the sales channels will be your Facebook page and your Instagram account. And it'll also contain the catalog that you've just set up or one that you've already got there. And with the checkout method, the default is going to be checkout on another website. And on the website, you just want to make sure that you have your website selected. So I'm just going to put mine in here, but obviously you would put your website. Now, if you had to type that in, what that means is that you don't have the domain configured in your Facebook Business Manager. You need to make sure that you've already got that domain already set up. And we go to Next. Then you select the countries that you're going to ship to, put in your business mail, tick the box for the seller agreement, click Finish Setup. Now, once you've done that, all you need to do is click on Publish Shop, and you'll get some additional suggestions as to how you can configure your shop, but that's really all you need to do. The shop will go through an approval process. It's very unlikely that mine will get approved because I've set up the shop using one of my clients' data feeds on my own Facebook page. That very likely won't work. So I'm just going to exit the builder at this point. And just to show you how this looks on a real store for my client here, you can see it shows you the icons if the shops are open. So there's one for Facebook, one for Instagram, and you can come back and check all the performance details for your shop once it goes live. Now, I did say at the beginning, there's a bit more configuration that you can do in the export task in Post to make the data that actually makes it into Facebook a whole lot cleaner. This is especially important if you've got a store that has a lot of products in the store and some of them might not have images associated with them. Some might not have a brand associated with them. Some might not have a universal product code or a GTIN associated with them. If you don't have any of those items on products, then they'll end up causing errors in your Facebook catalog. So I've made some additional code adjustments that you can apply to the default Facebook catalog export task and make the export data a whole lot cleaner. So I'm going to show you how that works now. So I'm going to put this into a Google Doc so that you can copy and paste. But in the file header, we're going to add in the sale price and an additional custom label to show whether something is in promo or not. That will be useful for you if you want to only create a catalog that contains items that are just in promo. In addition to that, we've got some additional code here that first checks to see if there's a price on the item, if it has a description, and if it has an image. So as long as these things are okay, then it'll proceed on. So the price has to be greater than 0, the description has to contain something, and the image _ full setting has to contain something. And then we also want to make it so that it either contains a brand or it contains a UPC. And if both of those are equal to null, then we're just going to skip that particular line in the export. And then further along, we've got some additional code that enters either the brand or the UPC, if only one of them is available. And then we're also adding this additional custom label at the end that says that the product is in promo. And if it's not, then that label gets removed. So I've made a document that contains what you need to put in the file header and the file body into this Google Doc, which I will link to in the description of this video or post in the Post group, wherever you happen to be viewing it. And that's all for this video. So you should know enough now to be able to create a catalog and be able to set up the Commerce Manager in Facebook with the Instagram and Facebook shops. And once it's approved, then you should be able to see the button in your Facebook and Instagram profile pages and be able to browse your shop that way. And that's how you can get some free advertising from Facebook, which is a good thing, isn't it? That's all for today's video. I hope you found this information useful. If you did or you've got any questions, then please go ahead and drop a comment below. I really appreciate it if you hit the like button and click subscribe if you'd like to get any updates on any further videos that I put out in the future. And if you want to learn how you can use the Facebook catalog to create dynamic and customized ads to show to your customers through Facebook and Instagram, then have a look at this video, and I'll catch you next one.